I've always liked reading children's book. I just like the fact that it just has so much freedom and so much imagination. It's like anything is possible. I always make time to go to the library and just go straight to the children's aisle and just pick out books. Sometimes I'll go there just to read them. But I just love reading these because look at all these pictures. It's like they're all like expressed in different ways. Different kind of mediums. This one looks more like color pencil. This one is more like digital art. It almost has this comic book feel. I like to look up different kind of styles too, so I can try out different ways to express myself. I love it. I love how they're so simple. You don't have to draw details all the time. For some books, yes, some books has details, some books don't. This has actually become one of my favorite. Because look at how this is so illustrated. It's like, this looks like watercolor. And I don't even use watercolor like that, but this is gorgeous. And then I also go to the store. When I go to Walmart or any kind of bookstore, I always jump in the children's aisle just to find something that's going to catch my eye. And I like how this, for some reason, is this way. You have to read it this way. Well, on that page, and then we go back to this page. We go back to turn the page like this. But look at this. See how everybody has dot eyes? Wow. And I like how everything just looks like boxy in a way. Like it's just the shape. Everything is just rectangles. I love it. It's cute. So basically what I do in my spare time, I just love to read books. Sometimes chapter books. I even go to the teen aisle, preteen aisle, because it kind of helped me exercise that imagination brain, however you want to call it. But I didn't even know that what I was doing was actually illustration, and I didn't know. All because I let the heart speak. All these years, I was doing illustration. All these years, they were telling stories, and I didn't even know it. All these years, I was so busy trying to find my style and being so hard on myself. I didn't know that these drawings was actually me expressing myself and they were telling stories. But I didn't know that. It took me a while to see that. I mean, my sister noticed it. I just haven't noticed it. One day, I just had to take one good look at my artwork. And that's when I finally saw it. I finally saw the stories that my art was telling me. I finally understand why I didn't really use just earth tone to color people's faces. For here, I actually use orange and pinks and purple. Probably can't see it from the camera. we are here. This was a story, and I felt like this person is real, honestly. I'm becoming more and more aware when I draw now. And the more I become aware, the more I'm starting to realize, hold up, I think I'm tapping into something. Something from the universe, maybe. Something from my higher self. Something from my alien friends. But it's like they're trying to tell me something. And these group of people that I drew, I honestly feel like these people are real. I don't know if they're like my soul tribe, but I just know that they're real. And this is one of my favorite, actually. I love this one. I love how I capture her skin tone. This one was very expressive. Purple, green, blue, orange, the swirls, dots, the white lines. This is actually probably my favorite one. Buddha. I started to realize that my work is actually started to like really speak to me. Well, it's already speaking to me, but I'm starting to realize it. That's when I decided to really become aware and really pay attention to what the story is about. For this one, I wanted to do a children's story for my son, and this is supposed to be my son. I had a whole story, a whole background, and I noticed that I've always had this imagination where I would draw something and I would have like some kind of background of whatever character I drew. And now I'm starting to see it more and more. When I did this, I didn't like it. For some odd reason, I just thought it just wasn't fitting. I just thought maybe it wasn't good enough, or I thought maybe it was too much blue. But it was a picture of a lady I saw on Pinterest. And when I saw her, she had her hair float out everywhere. But when I saw her, I saw a beautiful mermaid for some odd reason. So I decided to use her as a reference, just her. And after that, I just saw what I felt, basically. I was feeling blue. I was feeling, okay, I feel like she's in the ocean somewhere. I feel like she could be a mermaid. And that's when I over-exaggerated with her hair, like it's flowing. And when I did this, I don't know why, but now it's like when I look at it now, this is beautiful. I had to give myself props. This is gorgeous. This could be a beautiful story to tell. This could be like the Lost Mermaid, the Last Mermaid. It could be something, but I believe I could do something with this. And then I started drawing more and more. I started getting into backgrounds and buildings. And I always draw water for some reason. I figured this could be a cute little shop, or maybe a shop / apartment. And then there's no road. It's only but water, so people have to get on boats just to travel to whatever store they're trying to go to. And this, I was using acrylic marker. This is when I was getting into acrylic markers. So all these are acrylic markers. These are pastels, oil pastels. Then again, I wanted to continue to create stories of my son. I don't have a name for it, but I think I should go ahead and continue the story. And I think I stopped a while back because I just got overwhelmed because I wasn't sure what I was doing, how to, create a story, how to publish it. And when I did all those research, I just got overwhelmed and freaked out because I thought, okay, it's going to take up too much time and money, and I don't have that. I was learning how to draw mountains. And of course, I'm always drawing people again. And I used to draw realistically, but now I'm starting to loosen up and just draw more of a almost like a cartoony style. I just feel like I have more freedom to do it that way. So I was teaching myself how to color skin tones, how to blend. I would write notes on the side. I write down whatever color marker I use. And I really did enjoy acrylic. No, I'm sorry. It was alcohol markers. This came out so beautiful. More trees again. I was really trying to get the hang of different types of browns to draw darker skinned people. This is also alcohol markers. This came out beautiful. This is not my favorite though. It's kind of like my least favorite. But again, I was expressing myself. Didn't even know it. But now it's like I'm starting to appreciate this. I'm really starting to appreciate this piece right here. More trees. I was really getting into trees, really trying to learn how to do background. And this is a whole illustration right here. Like, look at that. I could have illustrated a book about trees. Different types of trees. Like, look at how I did that. That is wow. And I wasn't even trying too hard. And you know what? I think I'm going to have to get back into acrylic markers because I was really enjoying this. You got Jinx. Now, she's a little too orange. So, but I wanted to play with the colors because I didn't want to use, again, earth tones. I wanted to use different kind of colors, but I was trying to figure out for darker skin people, I would use, or at least if I should say brown skin people, I would use at least purple, yellow, and a little bit of orange to create the tone I'm getting. Now, when it comes to, I guess you want to call it fair skin, I have a hard time trying to figure out what color is what. Because it's like I want it to look like a person, but I don't want to use like the earth tone colors. But more trees again. I was really getting into trees. Now I'm really starting to pay attention even more to my work. I look at something and I see more. I look at one thing, I see more. I see a picture of a girl. She was just looking at the camera, and I got this on Pinterest. And when I saw her, in my head, I saw a fairy looking down at a pond, and she's in some kind of garden. But if you look at the original picture, it was just a regular girl just looking down at her camera. Again, I decided to let my imagination just kind of just go, just flow out. This is one of my favorites also. At this time, I was drawing whatever was small, I make it big. Whatever is big, make it small. This is a whole story right here. Little people. This is another story that I actually wrote, but don't know how to finish it just yet. So it's like I'm almost done creating this story. I wanted to create a story about these two little boys on a adventure. And actually, this wasn't even a story just yet. Once I got done painting this, that's when I was like, wait a minute. I got so inspired by this drawing that I did. I literally started downloading a whole story and I wrote it down. And I never got a chance to finish it because I'm not sure how to end it. But I'm going to hang on to this one because I already started the story. I just got to finish it and then start the illustration. But this right here was like when it all started about me wanting to do illustrations. This started me wanting to illustrate children's book. This right here started right here. And then I started this. So this one, oh, I love this one. I just love how I did the shadow. I captured the shadow, and then you have the lighting. And this was all, I believe this was acrylic markers. Acrylic markers. Now also mix this a little bit with alcohol markers because I was trying to, my alcohol marker was drying out, but I used it so it could look transparent. Yeah. So I think it was just her that was acrylic. The turtle was acrylic and everything else was alcohol. So I was experimenting. This came out beautiful. Then this, you have the ocean and the sky is the sky. And then the sky is literally like below us. So it's kind of like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was creating a whole different world. And she's going to a bookstore. And then this one. I did this one around Halloween Town. Halloween Town. I did this around Halloween. And wow, I didn't know I captured the sunset very well. Like, so proud of myself. Like, have you ever just draw something and at the time you thought it was horrible, but for some reason when you kind of like just look back, maybe like months later or years later, you realize like, wow, I really did a very good job. Like, that's insane, right? I feel like when it comes to reading children's book, it really does break that barrier. It's like breaking through reality. And just know that you can create a whole world out there without any rules or laws. And it's your world, basically. And so the more I read them, the more it's like I become even more inspired. And whenever I do have like just an idea of a story, I hurry up and write it down at least. And then of course I want to get into abstract. I feel like this tells stories. This one is actually frequencies I was drawing. I was just drawing what I saw and how I feel, and the colors came out, and there it is, frequencies. And then now at this moment, I'm getting into drawing backgrounds. So I will go through different movie scenes. I'm pretty sure half of y'all probably know who these are. Studio Ghibli movies. More abstract patterns. I'm getting into patterns. She came out beautiful. I love it. I don't know what was going on, y'all, but I think I was just feeling it. Again, more frequencies. And I also get messages. And for some reason, I would hear words and I just write them down somewhere. Like this one says, don't forget. More frequencies. I had this moment what I just want to share, y'all, what I have been going through and the changes I'm going through, what I've been doing these past couple of weeks now. And I guess because ever since I had that opportunity of illustrating someone's book, which is, I can't show y'all what I drew yet. Y'all gonna have to wait till the book is finished. I've always loved reading children's books. Even before I had my first child, I was always reading them. And I have a whole closet, a whole container full of kids' books right now. And I didn't know that. It's funny because it's kind of like my future self was trying to tell me something. Like, why is that I'm always collecting children's books in the past? Like, what is up with that? I didn't even have kids or anything, but it's so weird. It's like when I think about it, it's like, wow, it was like my future self was getting me prepared for this moment. I always buy them and collect them. And to this day, I still have them. Ever since I was a little child, I still have all my Dr. Seuss books. I got all kind of books in their closet. And I guess because I love reading also, of course. But it's so weird how it's like, everything is preparing me for this moment. And then I get an opportunity. Someone wants me to illustrate their book. And it's like, wow. And everything that I went through during my art journey, you know, like how I struggled so much trying to find my style, how I was always so expressive, how I keep changing one medium to another. It's like I couldn't stick with just one medium. I can't just stick to, watercolor is my favorite. No, because eventually it's like I have my moment when I just feel, okay, I'm not feeling watercolor, but for some reason, these oil pastels are calling me, so I think I'm in the mood for this. And so I think I'm more of a mixed media person. I like to say I am very universal. That's my thing, because creative universe. But, uh, but yeah, it's just amazing how I think about what I've been through in the past, and then I look at all my art stuff from the past, and that's just a little snits of what I just showed y'all. I mean, I have so much more, but that could be later on in the future. But I'm just looking at how all of this is preparing me for this moment. And it's amazing. Like, life is so beautiful, you guys. Like, you think that your life isn't going anywhere, but it's you're actually moving up without even realizing you're moving up. Yes, it seemed like, oh my God, this is taking too long, but it's really not taking too long. You're getting prepared for your big moment. Like, you really are getting prepared. So I I don't know what was the point of me making this video, but I guess something was just telling me like, hey, you should tell this little journey that you're going through. There's a new this I'm going through this like a new chapter that I'm going through, and I guess I just felt like I don't know what, but I could feel it. It's like I just need to tell y'all that this is my journey. I want to share because I love sharing. So I guess I just want to share y'all my journey, and I just really, really hope that this is going to help at least one of you. At least one of you, I'm telling you, because it's not the end of your chapter. That's all I gotta say. It is not the end of your chapter. I have my moment when I feel like my life isn't going anywhere either, but I have to keep reminding myself, especially when I look at my artwork, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm an illustrator now. Like, I can see that I'm illustrating someone's book. Like, that's so amazing. So, um, I guess that's all I have to say, you guys. But I really hope this really does help at least one of you. I mean, but what do y'all think? Feel free to comment. Let's communicate. Because I really want to build a community, and inspire people and embrace your creativity. Don't be afraid to step out of the box. I want you to go back and look at whatever you're creating and just know that life is preparing you for the very moment that you've been waiting for. So it may seem like it's taking too long, but it's not really taking a long time. Trust me. It's like you're going through a training. That's just how I see it. It's like my whole life I'm going through training. Just like when I said earlier, I feel like I was too advanced. I'm like, I know how to draw hair. I know how to draw people. I know how to draw trees. Now what? Like, what else could I do with my art skill? But it's like, okay, it's time. Then this opportunity came to me, and it's like, someone was like, I want you to illustrate my book. Whoa. Oh, so life was preparing me. And I thought that my life wasn't going anywhere, but it's moving, baby. It's moving. And guess what? You're moving too. You may not see it, you may not know it, but guess what? You right there. You right there. So, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys just hearing me rambling. I'm so sorry if the video come out too long. I'm so sorry. But thank you. Subscribe, like, comment. I mean, I'm looking forward to hear at least one of y'all comments so we can communicate. But other than that, I'll be back for another video. Ramble a little bit, maybe not. Because I have my days when I don't want to talk. So I just kind of, do a little drawing here and there. But until next time, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.